Hey Zach, things got out of control there pretty quick, but it seems like you and Domas are really developing a nice two-man game. Do you feel that? Do you see it on the court?
Yeah, we're starting to get, more and more connected, with DHOs and then mix that in with him setting screens and rolling, so, obviously we played that well together, and, we just gotta figure out how we can consistently do that, and obviously, when you don't get stops, it's not good.
You've watched Nique over the last couple of weeks just work on his game. He was aggressive offensively tonight. Just what did you make of his performance?
It was good, the more we put him out there, the more opportunity he gets. He knows how to play, he's strong enough physically, and he's aggressive and he has the right mindset. So we've been seeing it in camp, but I think the more and more opportunity you get, the better you'll keep seeing him play.
Obviously, shots weren't really going down tonight, but what did you think of your guys' process and how they were created and the looks that you got?
Yeah, we got good shots, but regardless of making or missing them, you're not gonna hit shots every night. So we gotta figure out a way to, pretty much negate that and still figure out ways to put the ball in the basket. You saw with them, they got to the free throw line a lot more than us. So that's a way to either, slow the game down and keep it close. And you obviously getting stops on defensive end is helping that. So regardless of shots going in or not, we gotta figure out a way to bridge that gap.
Zach, obviously it's preseason, games don't necessarily matter, but is there any extra importance on trying to get a win before, the season starts?
Yeah, you always wanna win. But I think more importantly, you try to nail down the things that you can do better. You emphasize the things that you did well. I think we created a lot of good shots for ourselves, but, defensively, I think we gave up a lot of easy baskets, and that can't happen once the regular season starts.
Talk about defensively. I know you've said before that it's a process and it might take a little bit of time, but where do you feel like you guys are at in terms of that process and how quickly can you get to where you need to go when the regular season starts?
Yeah, we still got to pick it up. It wasn't pretty tonight. They're a good team, and they exploit matchups, and they play to their strengths. As you should, and they hit some shots, but I think you got to figure out how to, even if you're undersized or if you're playing different positions, how to negate that. But you give them credit for hitting shots.
Zach, we got a chance to look at Collins and Brook Lopez. What do you think about that addition that the Clippers?
That's a huge addition. It's John Collins as well. They got CP's veteranship. And Brad and Bogey didn't even play. So a good team. Good team, but especially I played against Brook in the East for the last 8 years, so you're not going to get a lot of shots at the rim unless you run. You gotta get some stops.
Zach Domas left in the third quarter. It says he had a little bit of a hamstring issue. Any level of concern there, or any
I didn't know that. That's the first time I heard that.
Yeah, so
I'll go check on that for that. I didn't know.
Just given what you guys are already going through, then to hear that now. How much concern is there, and is it just kind of another blow right now that you guys got to deal with?
I don't know what's the severity of anything. I just heard it from you, so obviously I hope he's okay. That's I don't want to see that, but until I figure out, I don't know.
Zach, you talk about playing. You guys need to play to your strengths.
Yeah.
Do you have a sense at this point in camp what you think those strengths might be going into the season? Or are you guys still trying to figure that out on the fly, or do you have any idea of what those strengths might be?
Individually, I think we all know what our strengths are. We got a guy that's made 25,000, 26,000 points. Get to the line, can score, especially in the fourth quarter. I think I'm a three-level scorer that can get my shot off any time and can space the floor. We got a veteran point guard that can get downhill, and Domantas, a guy that you can go through the roster and you can pick out what guys do and what guys don't do. I think the really good teams play to their strengths on. You're not going to see James Harden off the ball spotting up a lot. You don't put him in pick and roll in the situation to do what he does best. So I think we need to find more opportunities to do that with what we do.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zach.